All right, welcome to Iyun, Shulchan Aruch, Yomi here. We're learning today Siman Zion. The lights are out here in Telstone. Apparently, someone knocked into the electric poles when they were building over here. That's the reason that happened. They have no word. Rabbit has no word when the electric is going to come back. But I don't know if you can tell in the background. There's no light here, but um, it's not lit up so well. Anyway, we were talking Siman Zion about the Brach of Asher Yotzar. But interestingly enough, it's mentioned in the Shulchan Aruch a little bit. It's also mentioned in the Torah a lot that the Rosh and most poskim hold a very interesting thing. They say that before you learn, and certainly before you go daven, even Mincha and Mariv, there's a chiyuv to say Al Netilas Yadayim, to wash your hands and do Netilas Yadayim. Even why is that? So they learn out the Makor, since the Makor, it's based on the Rush. The Rush says, most of this stuff I said already in the main shiur on Siman Zion, but I was going to repeat it and go a little more into explanation this shiur. The Rush says based on the Gemara on Daf Samach Hamabez in Brachos, that it says that you're supposed to varach al Tilas Yadayim in the morning. He says the reason that you make al Tilas Yadayim is based on the Gemara on Daf Ted Vav and Aleph in Brachos, which says that those are the Kabbalah of Ol Malchus Shamayim Shlema, someone who wants to makabel complete Ol Malchus Shamayim on himself. He wants to make himself like a korban. The Gemara says to Hashem, he should go yifnei, he should go to the bathroom. He's talking about defecating, and then he should go wash his hands, and then put on tefillin, and then say Kriya Shema, and then say tefillah. Now, first of all, the Gemara is saying it's clearly it's not a chiyuv, it's a reshus, if you want a midas chasidus, if you want to say, and it says al tilas yadayim. Now, it's clearly only talking about shachris. Why do I want to talk about shachris? Because by mincha there's no kriya shema, and by mariv there's no tefillin. We pass in tefillin lav zman. Laila loves man tefillin. Laila is not the time for tefillin. So it's only talking about shachris. The Rosh says conclusively by mincha and marav also you have to wash your hand and say al tilas yadayim. The way he passes into the ma'isa. The Shulchan Aruch though avoids that, and the Shulchan Aruch in Sif Aleph says you don't make a bracha. And he says there's no reason to make a bracha. You should make al tilas yadayim. It's got to be, the Shulchan Aruch is learning like me, that the reason you don't say al tilas yadayim is because it's impossible. The Rush bases it on the fact that just like at night you make al tilas yadayim because your hands, your yadayim askanios, they touch the dirty place, like mentioned before. So you assume people sleep naked and they touch parts of their body that are normally covered, I guess pubic areas. So then you would have to make a bracha al tilas yadayim. So therefore he applies it to, that's the source of the Gemara on Daf Ted Vav. You'd always have to make a bracha al tilas yadayim whenever you're preparing for this tefillah. But like I said, it can only be by shachris, like Gemara, and it also is only a maila. It's only midas chasidus. It's not for sure an absolute chiyuv. So based on both of those reasons, it's not an absolute chiyuv. It's midas chasidus. And second of all, it only applies to shachris. Therefore, then be a chiyuv tilas yadayim. Some people have the minhag to wash their hands by mincha and marav, but like I said, this is probably based on this rush over here. They're supposed to do it before, and they hold it's a suffix whether they make a bracha or not. But really, it's clearly that you don't have to make a bracha before. The Shulchan Aruch does mention over here that if you're interested in nikiyas or hikon, then you should wash your hands before you daven. Maybe it's time before you daven, before you learn. I explain those two reasons. Nikiyas I would explain as hygiene. I don't know what nikiyas means. You didn't touch anything dirty. If you did touch something dirty, you want your hands to be clean. But nikiyas means, like the Gemara says on Daf Samach Hamabez, is that you make a tilas yadayim in the morning. I explained it because of hygiene. As part of Birchas HaShachar, that Hashem made us human beings. He created us with a hygiene, taking care of your body, making yourself attractive to other people, not just removing dirt. That's obvious. You don't want to be a dirty person, but you also want to make yourself a positive way, make yourself attractive to other people. Hygiene. You want to say hi to people. You want them to respond to you and make friends with people. You have the gene, the genetics behind that is to keep proper hygiene and put on deodorant. Maybe put on some cologne, wear nice clothes, take a shower every day, wash your hands with soap, good smelling soap after you come out of the bathroom, and wash your hands in the morning also. Keep your hands moisturized, keep them fresh. You don't want to have hands with bumps on them and dry skin. Certainly during the winter you shouldn't have dry skin. You have hand cream during the morning and end up with dry skin if you don't moisturize your hands. That's why it also includes you should wash your face over there, because hygiene Omishum Hikun, he has a new thing that you're supposed to wash your hands because you're coming to daven from Hashem. The Gemara Shabbos Daf Yud says you're supposed to, when you go to greet a king, you're supposed to, greeting Hashem during Shemona Esrei, you're supposed to dress in nice clothes. The Gemara says wear nice socks over there. He's adding in also washing your hands be a form of hikon. There's no mention of that in the Gemara, that washing your hands is what you do before Shemona Esrei. The Gemara and Shabbos would have said that. So it's really pretty clear that there's no chiyuv to wash your hands before davening. Maybe it's midas chasidus by shachris. As I mentioned, the chiyuv al tilas that make a bracha on is hygiene. I don't know if you make a bracha on hygiene when you put on kilona or something like that. I don't know. That would be pretty much stressing it. Whatever the Gemara says, it says. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Basic hygiene is to moisturize your hands, moisturize your face in the morning. If you do that, you'll like Chaim hygiene, and you'll make the bracha al tilas adayim. So it seems to me from all these halachos. Again, ask your rabbi if it seems strange what I'm saying to you. Stay tuned. Hopefully, coming up Siman Ches, where we transfer over the halachas of tzitzis. And Iyun, in the first Siman, we're going to talk about one of the most controversial things in Judaism these days, whether you have to wear your tzitzis out of your clothes or not. I'm going to weigh in on that in Iyun, Shulchan Orach, and I'll mention it in the main Siman. You're not going to want to miss that. Stay tuned.